Hey, this is Sebastian Bach, and you are a true Kiss fan because you're listening to Tom and Zeus's Shout It Out Loud cast.
Oh boy. Here we go. This is Gene Simmons. Put that cookie down. Kiss. Stop pressing the button. Stockbroker Simmons. Star? Stanley. Is that what he does? Stop shouting. He's not what you would call a handsome man. Oh no, here come the kiss times. Is that a positive thing? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna grab me an ice cold mellow yellow. Why do that to the fan? Stop it. Why? Because fuck them. That's what I'm talking about. 617-525-08. You do? Hey, fucko. Do you like Kiss? Settle down.
Hello. Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus, another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast, episode 387. Dressed to Kill, Super Deluxe, Terrific Fun Time Hour, Disc 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Haven't been able to say that in a while. Oh yeah, we love box set discs. Tons of fun with those.
Yeah, and speaking of tons of fun.
Ooh, fat chicks.
Tom, we got to start off with some happy news, and that is last week we had our highest rated episode of all time.
Yes, we did. And that's thanks to you, the listeners.
That's right. So our episode went to number 11 in the United States on Apple Podcast. Our show went up to number 100 of all the music podcasts in this country.
Yep.
In the United States.
Unbelievable.
The number one Kiss podcast for a reason, with actual screenshot proof if needed. We've said it before. We'll say it again. You guys get us there. This isn't just a Kiss podcast that gets there, because it's not like there are 5 other podcasts around the same area. It's because of you guys.
Right.
And there's so many of you out there that just listen to us. And that's the difference. I mean, I was just like, holy shit, looking at that. And it's very humbling. It's nice to see your hard work pay off. And we're in season 8.
Yeah, it's humbling is it's an understatement. It's like, yeah, it's just unbelievable. First of all, to have Bruce Kulick on talking to us, and then having you guys enjoy the show to the point that it just continues to raise us up. And again, we couldn't do this without you guys and your support and your commitment to us and our commitment to you, that you appreciate and you see that. And it's just the ultimate community. And I think that's the thing that I love about this most, is that it's not just us working hard at this. The listeners, the supporters, the Loudcasters, the patrons, they're working hard at creating and continuing the Loudcasters community. So it's just a real awesome, amazing reciprocal relationship that we have. And that's probably the thing I'm most proud of.
Yeah. Bruce has been on the show a few times at least. And nothing like this, No. They've been founding members on shows. Nothing went like this.
Yep.
And do I think there was something groundbreaking? No, I think it was a great conversation like we've always had with Bruce. It's just that we've been kind of circling that area, and this one specifically just took off. We got to thank Bruce for that too, obviously. But it's you guys and your loyalty and the way you guys respond. So I guess being a negative podcast, Tom, pays off.
I guess it does. Absolutely. I agree.
So anyways, we wanted to thank you guys. That was really awesome. And appreciate it. We want to send a big thank you And condolences to our buddy, Hall of Famer Daryl. He knows why. Don't want to get into personally, but we want to thank him. So we had a few things we were going to roll out last week that unfortunately we couldn't, but we will be getting to him soon. Tip of the hat to Daryl, and be on the lookout, as we always do every year. We're always adding things to make this show work a little bit better, and that is whether it's a sidecast, whether it is the drops, whether it's our social media guru, Daryl Alber. You're going to see a lot of good things coming down. So please make sure you subscribe specifically to our YouTube channel, other accounts that we use too, our TikTok account, Tom, that runs it. We have Blue Sky, Threads, and other social media accounts, especially our Instagram has really taken off. So thank you guys. And let's move on to other more important things.
Yep.
So last week, Tom, we had Bruce on 30th anniversary of Kiss MTV Unplugged. And we just, always trying to come up with different types of questions for our poll. What did we do last week?
Yep. So we just asked simply, what song from Bruce's era would you have liked to have been included in that Unplugged set list? The options were Tears Are Fallen, Reason to Live, Forever, and Jungle. This is the polls results from the Loudcasters Facebook group. Look, I get it, but 54% of you picked Forever.
Mm-hmm.
For me, all right, let me finish the poll here. 54% for Forever, 25% for Tears Are Fallen, 19% for Reason to Live, 2% for Jungle. Okay, here's the problem I have with Forever. What I like about an MTV Unplugged or any acoustic set is songs that sound dramatically different unplugged. Okay, Forever is already half unplugged. It's already, it's almost, the solo is acoustic, the intro is acoustic. It's going to sound kind of the same. I'm not saying I wanted to hit Jungle unplugged, but I get it. I think the knee-jerk reaction is Forever. I want to hear it unplugged.
No, the reason why I think it could have went that way is because you had Every Time I Look at You, which is exactly what you just described.
Well, if you're going
to have one of the two, Forever should be there instead of Every Time I Look at You.
But that wasn't the
Paul
question.
Try to make no. Hold on. You said it's because it's kind of acoustic already. It's not really doing the song differently. What the hell was Every Time I Look at You? It's the same exact problem you had with Forever would apply to that, except that Paul tried to make it another hit again.
No, I get that, but we're not talking about
Forever.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Every Time I Look at You. We're talking about what song would you want added to the set list. I don't want to hear Forever added to an unplugged set list. It's already unplugged.
But the reason why you said that is the same thing that would apply to Every Time I Look at You.
Yeah, that shouldn't be there either. We agree with that.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
Right.
I'm just saying, and so if you're going to do one of the two, it should have been Forever. That's how I look at it.
Perfect example. Think of how fucking unbelievable Porch is by Pearl Jam unplugged. It's fucking unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Some songs work. Look at Rod Stewart's unplugged album, which went fucking through the roof, right?
Right.
He did Reason to Believe. That song was an acoustic song. Half of his songs in the 70s were acoustic songs.
I know.
They still worked.
I know.
I'm just saying, for me, I want to do a song from Bruce's era. We picked songs from Bruce's era. I wanted to pick one from, I don't know, from Hot in the Shade. And to me, it's like, how do I put a song from Hot in the Shade and not have it be Forever as a choice? Want to put Silver Spoons in there?
No, I know. Yeah. Let's look at a couple of comments here from the Loudcasters poll. Anthony Hunt. Forever would have worked well. However, being that it's already mostly an acoustic song, maybe a tad too predictable. What I liked about the Unplugged series was when the electric songs, especially with all the production, were brought down to bare bones. Not my favorite song, but I'll probably go with Tears Are Fallen. And I guess Anthony and I kind of share the same mentality.
Yeah, I get it.
No, I know. Yeah, let's take a song that on its face, you would be like, well, how would that sound unplugged? And then when you hear it, you're like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. Our friend Yanni Aslak Rossinen, one of these.
Let me jump in on that.
Please.
You brought him up, and last week you read something of his and said, "Oh, I'm sorry about what happened."
Yes.
What he was talking about, I believe,
hockey
was Finland, not
gotcha.
Carolina.
Gotcha. Okay.
Finland.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. He says any one of these with the country treatment. But seriously, Forever absolutely would have killed with the strings and everything. And while Forever feels natural as a song, every time I look at you felt a little forced to me. Oh, 100% it was forced.
And that's the World Championship of Hockey.
There you go. Okay.
To put a bow on that.
All right. Mike Throne kind of echoing what I'm saying here. Forever is a great song, but we already know how it sounds as an acoustic. Hearing a completely different version of Reason to Live would have been my choice.
That's just kind of the same thing.
Yeah, kind of. Our buddy Aaron Nierenberg, he loves Carnival of Souls, and he talks about having it here in Jungle. Jungle would have been, I don't know how that would have been unplugged. I know you love that song, Zeus.
No. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other Paul tracks on that. Oh.
True. Let's take
it never goes away.
Oh, phew. I wish it went away.
I will be there.
Oh, let's take a look at Twitter. We got a couple of ties here. Tears Are Falling in Forever at 40%. Reason to Live in Jungle at 10%. Okay, let's take a look at some comments. Our buddy John Gross. I think Forever should have been included rather than Every Time I Look at You. I think everybody agrees on that.
That's what I was getting at.
Yep. Tennessee Duke says he, meaning Bruce, should have gotten to play the solo from either Tears Are Falling or Forever, two of his best. But since Forever was on a live 3, Tears makes more sense to me. Lone Star Wolf says, good episode, guys. 2 comments. Number 1, Tears Are Falling would have sounded great in that capacity. The song was 10 years old at that point. 2, you now have a subject for a new episode with Gene going on to Bill O'Reilly's podcast. No. Even though he didn't address him as, come on, Simmons.
I was going to get to that in the news.
I know. Our buddy, Shout It Out Loudcast Hall of Famer, Izzy Presley, Rise to It would have been a fun jam. Okay, I agree. We'll finish up here with Simon. And kudos to Simon. His Twitter avatar is a picture of the classic Simon game with the 4 colors, the memory game.
Simon says.
Bruce Kulick is by far the best Kiss guitarist ever had and my favorite. For me, along with Paul's amazing voice, Bruce makes the MTV Unplugged performance spectacular because of his brilliant guitar playing. He is so good. I have the bootleg DVD with all of the outtakes. Oh, yeah, that should have been part of the official thing. Let's take a look at the episode itself. Couple comments here before I throw it over to Zeus. Aggie Dad and Tiger Grad says, I say this every time you have Bruce on, but he was my Kiss guitarist when I discovered the band in the 80s. Love this album. I went back and listened to this 2-hour and 40-minute uncut unplugged with the warts and all, and it's really good. Yeah, I've seen that. That's out there. Our buddy Bill Elam, fantastic show. Good to see Bruce Kulick recovering well. In the comments section, Julia Starchild wins the internet. That is good. And that's it for the world of Twitter and polls, Zeus. Let's throw it back to you.
All right. On the Book of Face, I'm going to try to get through this. We got a shit ton of feedback, guys.
Tons of stuff. Yeah. Yep. Thankfully.
Kevon Japson.
Uh-oh.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Probably the best Bruce appearance. Great listen. Unplugged is a top 5 Kiss record for me. And my least favorite songs are the ones with Ace and Peter playing. Sorry. The solo and I Still Love You is just unbelievable. And on acoustic, it's so fucking hard to do. Yeah, Bruce. Steve Warsap. Wow. This is incredible. Impossible not to love Bruce Kulick. Got only great things to say about him. What a guy. What a guy. I could listen to him all day long. So glad he is better and on the mend. Awesome work, guys. You rock. I also now introduce myself to people as the great Steve Warsap. Porn merchant.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, it does say a lot about me that I have every Soraya and Leatherwolf CD.
Look, those are nothing to be proud of, and you should keep some of those things private.
Dude, I had a Soraya debut and the Leatherwolf. There's something, I forget what the song was, like Calling something. I don't know. And I saw it on MTV, Headbangers Ball, and I bought the cassette. Oh,
Headbangers Ball, Leather Wolf. Playing fast and loose with the term headbanger. They always did, though.
Rex Jaycox, an absolutely amazing, insightful interview. Bruce has always been a class act, and I love how he champions for his time in Kiss. Tom and Zeus, this was a home run, and thank you for being real, as always.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's the biggest compliment we can get.
Bobby Kenner, man, what a great conversation with Bruce. Seriously, guys, you asked him some really good questions about Unplugged that we all been dying to hear. And new music, too. I know it's been said a million times, but he's really one of the most down-to-earth and classy people around. He took way longer than he had to back at Kiss Con Nashville in 1995 to talk to me. I never forgot that. After Paul, truthfully, the Star Child, Bruce is my favorite member. Would you guys have ever imagined you'd be buddies with Bruce when you started Shout It Out Loudcast? So cool. Well, I wouldn't call us buddies, let's be honest. We're friendly with him. He likes us. We like him.
Yep.
But, we're not going to go to the park and throw a Frisbee around with Bruce.
Hey, guys, how about some disc golf? Maybe a little cornhole after. Got a cooler with some sandwiches and lemonade.
What are you talking about? Lisa's coming with some flapjacks and syrup.
Portable grill. Let's play.
Oh, no.
Do you like badminton?
It's been a while. Ronnie Bachowski, Tom.
Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah, Journey.
Long time, dudes. Great episode and interview with Bruce. I'm just going to read a portion of it because he wrote a ton of shit here.
Yep.
Unplugged was the start of it all for me. I was 14, scrolling through with the remote, heading up to channel 24 to have myself a good wank to the scrambled Playboy channel.
This is why we love Ronnie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a
Where
while.
have you been, buddy? When I passed MTV, something caught my eye. It made me turn back from my hopes of seeing a squiggly tit. At first, I was like, why the fuck did I just see Cher playing an acoustic guitar? Turned out it was actually Paul. Isn't it ironic how this special Paul looked like the woman that Gene used to fuck?
Oh.
I caught it right at the beginning of the opening of Coming Home. I immediately thought it was catchy, grew further intrigued with each song, leading up to the reunion spot. I didn't know much of anything about the band and used to think they were clowns when I would see them. But the magic of the moment of the reunion and the rest of the special got me hooked. I instantly became a diehard after that, knowing nothing about the mystique of where it all began. So I immediately jumped on board, started getting some of the records and became familiar with everything. Right before the reunion happened, it was like a dream come true for me, having discovered the band, and then they resurfaced to become the biggest thing in the world again, right when I became a fan. Nice. To this day, I listen to Unplug all the time, and as for the squiggly, scrambled Playboy porn, we've definitely moved up in the world. Kids today will never know how we struggle for a good whack in them days. Keep up the good work, dudes. I had to read the whole fucking thing. He's awesome.
Yeah, you had to. That was worth it. Love it. Love it. And follow Ronnie on Facebook. He's the lead singer of a Journey tribute band, and they're fucking awesome. So please go check him out. Follow him personally on Facebook. Follow his band. They do great stuff. He's always posting videos. He's always posting pictures of him with a shirt unbuttoned. So if that's your thing, go check that out.
Also,
he's always pulling at his pants and shit.
You kept saying he's
definitely pulling at his pants.
My mind went right to that.
Yeah, during those Journey songs are definitely pant pulling music.
Yes. Oh, man.
Yes.
If you give me this job, can I put a camera in the lady toilet, please?
That's actually hidden audio from Ronnie when his Journey band went to one of the clubs.
When he was trying to. It's in his rider.
Yeah, when he was trying to negotiate one of his club appearances. If you give me this, can I put the camera?
He followed it up with this question, Tom.
What should I say if I need to go to the shithole?
That is That is the one that fucking knocks me out every time. It's such a serious question.
The shithole. Oh my God.
Oh,
God.
God.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, God. We got to do a lot. We got to do like a watch along for that movie.
Oh,
God.
All right. Let's go over to Loudcasters. Oh, one of my favorites. Michael Jude Grimes, home and owner of Grimey's in Nashville. World famous.
Absolutely.
All right. I wonder if anyone's like me. He says this all the fucking time.
Yeah, I love it.
And was quasi-religious about listening to Car Talk with Click and Clack every Saturday morning. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I've heard
but
of
ever
Car
since
Talk.
he first came on, started commenting, he always brings up Car Talk with us.
I've heard of it. I don't know. I've never heard it, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
The chemistry between those brothers very much mirrored what Tom and Zeus have. I didn't give a fuck about cars, but tuned in every week. It became a ritual. Shouting Out Loudcast podcast has been my replacement for Car Talk going on 5 years now. And it's incredible. They wax about fun-ass shit, side-splittingly being their organic selves every time. I hope we can organize some kind of hang at my spot with Tom, Zeus, some bands, and all the area Kiss tards somewhere in 2026. They are a true religion. Fuck yeah, Grimy. I made a point to say, yes, let's do a Loudcast Fest in Nashville at Grimey's. I'm not kidding. He will be able to organize something like that and get some bands down there. And Nashville's a great place to go.
Dude, he had Metallica play there. I'm pretty sure
he had an album. They had an album there.
And I have it live at Grimey's. It's fucking amazing.
So I'll talk to Mike and see if we can really get something and just call it a weekend or something, get away and go to Nashville, something different, go listen to fucking music, hang out with fucking Loudcasters, drink, maybe do some of that fucking. Yeah. I don't know, Tom. What do you think?
I think it's great. I just wonder if like Borat said, what if we have to use the shithole? Is there a place that we can go to? So
well, we just gotta fucking make sure we can do this with our schedules and stuff. You know, that's the hard part, right?
Once the summer, my summer is busy. I'm not going to lie. My summer's busy. Once the summer's over, my son's out of college now. He's around. Like I'm down. As Costanza would say, put me down.
You make a time machine?
We could do that too.
All right. The great Lana Cooper.
Oh, I love her.
In an episode full of great stuff, not sure what was better. Nick John Hagen bringing back the word gunt, or Bruce Kulick giving us the phrase poopy kiss songs.
That was great. I love that.
Another great interview. Again, boys, Bruce is such a class act, always managed to be both honest and honorable. It's wonderful news that he's on the mend and has such a great lady in his corner with Lisa. They both seem like generally good people. On one hand, it's at least good to know that Gene and Paul have nothing to do with the insulting, completely bonehead move to downplay Bruce and Eric Singer in the promotion of MTV Unplugged anniversary packages. From the sounds of it, that's either Universal or Flophouse. Either way, it's a damn shame because both were among the biggest reasons that performance was so damn good. You'd have to thought they'd learned their lesson after fans raised a ruckus. Can you describe this ruckus? For Bruce and Eric Carr being omitted from the Asylum tease in promotion. Between stunts like this and marketing ideas like Kiss Cabana wear, I hope it comes with a man's-air. They have some real dipshit at the wheels making these decisions. Oh, I thought they had experts.
Too.
Yeah, they got a lot of pull. There's a huge contingent of fans who came to the Kiss fandom during Bruce's era, myself included. Beyond the emotional component of feeling like this era gets ignored from a marketing perspective, they're missing the boat by only catering to fans' classic era Kiss. All Kiss is good Kiss, even The Elder and Monster. Granted, Gene and Paul could show a little more love by working more of that 80s and 90s material into sets, but I place the blame squarely on Universal Flophouse for this glaring oversight. You guys always bring it. It was great hearing Bruce in good spirits. Awesome interview as always. Tom and Zeus. Well,
thank you.
She is just the fucking best.
Love her. Yeah, she's amazing. Gotta love her.
Daniel Holler Houston says, hell yeah. Hey, guys, in the midst of a 9-hour flight back from Dublin, this makes time go faster. Woo, 9 hours.
Wow.
God bless you.
Yikes.
Hall of Famer Joey Cul-de-sac COO Romanek. The biggest difference between a Bruce Kulick interview and an interview with Paul or Gene is that Bruce isn't going to give you canned responses, old cliches, 30-year-old talking points that we've heard over and over, and no lame attempts at some dumb-ass dad jokes. Along with Peter, Bruce is the real deal, and I'd much rather hear either one of them talk about anything at all as opposed to listen to Gene or Paul talk about Kiss. Did you like Kiss? He replies, no.
Nice.
Gordon Duncan. Go pick up his book, Capitalize Your Best Marketing. It's on Amazon, or go to his website.
Great guy.
Says,
Gordon's awesome.
I have so many thoughts on this episode. I don't know where to start. I could share how MTV Unplugged got me through a tough time in my life. I have a dozen other marketing observations about Vegas. However, Bruce is what really stood out. The man has taken back his power in his own distinct style. He voices displeasure about how Unplugged re-release didn't represent how he and Eric contributed 80% of the content. Yeah, Bruce, say what we're all thinking. He also shared how he confronted a friend who didn't reach out to him when he was recovering from open heart surgery. Bruce is the favorite of so many of us Kiss fans, and I, for one, love hearing him stand up for himself. Truly, his era is underpromoted, and if you are a personal friend of Bruce, or anyone really, and they have open heart surgery, you should reach out if they're okay. Kudos, Bruce. You continue to be a legend.
Nice. Very true.
Kevin's on fire ads. Just started listening to the episode today. I'm cracking up at the Loudcaster squabbles.
No.
If only Kiss still entertained me as much as this show. I think he's talking about Tim Mangione
and
Chronicles in Tony from Restrained Battles. Yep. And we got a bunch more comments here, guys. We got to move on. Sorry.
We read them all. Trust me. We just can't read them. We just can't read them all during the show.
Over on Blue Sky, Beach Boys are the GOAT, who I think used to be on Twitter, Tom.
Correct. Yep. Which, by the way, I don't know how there isn't a lawsuit. Threads, Blue Sky, and Twitter literally are the exact same interface graphic-wise. I've never seen anything like it. They're not even trying to pretend.
Yeah, Tom is now posting the episode post there, so he started using it for the first time.
I'm like, I can't tell. I get them all confused. I don't know which is. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
No subtleties.
Next, we'll be posting back on MySpace again, Tom.
Soon enough.
Yeah, I'm using my Netscape browser, Tom, to look up things. Anyways, Beach Boys the GOAT says, I know I'm stating the obvious, but Bruce is probably y'all's best guest. Every time he's on, he kills it. This time might have been his best. Wobbly Magoo says, I don't know why, but it struck me on hearing the sound clip this week that Paul screams fuck off like he's only ever seen the words written down. I don't even know what he's talking about. Do you?
Fuck off!
Meaning it sounds like a person swearing for the first time in their life.
Oh, I just love it. Occam Razor, Gentlemen, Kiss Unplugged is undisputed second best live album in history. The set list musicianship of Bruce in particular was incredible. I had no expectations that A&P would be there. It was nice that they were there, but to me, they were a footnote to an amazing evening. And then he writes, E pluribus unum, Tom.
Nice. I love that.
Chris Hamilton, you guys are amazing. You foster such a welcoming forum for your guests. I thought he would say, not for our social media posts, but for our guests. Okay. Bruce at times felt more like a co-host than a guest with his comfort level. Probably because of your honesty, and he knows compliments are legit compliments, not just another ass-kissing from fanboy interview. Well, that is a great comment, and we appreciate that because we make a point to not sound like we're fanboying as hard as it is sometimes.
Right.
We always call these things like conversations.
Yep.
They're not corny. We don't ask questions of people just to make them feel good.
No, we ask you listen, you heard we asked Bruce questions that we as Kiss fans want the answers to.
Yeah, if we have like an hour with somebody, I don't give a fuck what kind of fucking candy he likes.
No.
Like
And neither do you. So
I'm not going to waste his time with that shit.
No.
I mean, we get right to the questions that we want to ask and have a conversation, and that's great. Lee Bruton, it says, yeah, Bruce, forgot what a great album this was. I'm going to go give it a spin. Thanks, lads. Matt Murphy adds, great guest and interview. Moving over to the half-empty stuff, Paul's comments regarding avatars are completely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. If they are looking for an appropriate-sized venue, maybe they should use the old Space Odyssey ride at Salisbury Beach. It's probably available. After all, it was a dome.
Oh, that's amazing.
Salisbury Beach.
I love it.
Oh, man. All right, Tom, let's go over to YouTube. Nick John Hagen. Dude, he's coming one of my favorites here.
Yep.
Greetings, Tom and Zeus. What a treat to hear Bruce sound so healthy and making great progress. It made me a little emotional. A really candid, in-depth, interesting interview. A poignant point I found was Bruce feeling comfortable enough to tell you how he really feels about the new release and how it went down that evening. I believe Bruce was the MVP for that show. To execute precise solos, picking and transferring this to acoustic live is high-end stuff. Not to mention controlling his emotions with Ace and Peter entering the performance. A total gentleman and true professional.
Yep.
If I may, I really enjoy listening to the feedback and comments from your audience. It really makes me laugh at all the ranting, great banter, and how you both relay them with such enthusiasm and laughter. Brings a great connection for me. Incidentally, I heard through the grapevine that a fan bought Vinny's $2 million album.
Oh, God.
I think they got the wrong album. Side A was nothing but dogs barking.
Oh, jeez.
Side B was silence.
Oh, man, that's brutal. That's fucking brutal.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
God bless you all. And this is feet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Rock on, Nick John Hagen. We almost got through feedback without bringing up his feet.
No, you wouldn't have because you haven't heard my feedback yet.
Oh, no. Tom Giacomellos. That's a Grecian right there.
Oh, that's a Grecian. I thought you were going to say Giacomello. I didn't hear the S at the end.
The S gives it away.
Okay.
Great interview with you, Bruce. You guys don't realize that the venue Pop House are building is not only for Kiss, but for other acts that they have purchased. ABBA alone will make it profitable for them. I have yet to hear anything about that. It was going to be for anybody else other than Kiss.
I mean, me too.
Yeah, so maybe you heard something we didn't, brother. Gen X Jace. Once again, a home run. Bruce is my all-time favorite Kiss guitarist, as he was in the band when I got my first Kiss album, Asylum. His era, including Unplugged, was my era. Unplugged proved Kiss was more than grease paint and bombs. The music, and BK was a huge part of it. Yeah, Bruce. Oh, this is a great one. Yaya Bohr. The difference in response to Gene asking Bruce to let Nick on his album, and then Ace telling Paul to fuck off when he asked for Evan to be on Origin 1's is spellbound. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Remember Ace telling the story? He's like, yeah, I want proven people on my albums. I don't need your curly head son to be on my
classic.
Sideshow Bob can hit the bricks. I don't need him.
I don't need your curly hair boyfriend. That's a Boston reference.
Carl Everett.
That's right.
Joseph Kiss Sr. Hey guys. The comments were fucking out of control this week. I was literally crying from laughing so hard. Bruce is the best. So glad he's doing well. It was great to hear his thoughts on Unplugged. Great interviews. Fellas, Tom's 442. Zeus's comment sums it up for me. R. Bruce. Twisted Kister. I'll end on this. Very good point by Tom about not thinking much of the reunion while listening to Unplugged. I believe during the first strumming of Coming Home, this was already one of my favorite unplugged performances, even taking the Kiss fanaticism out of it. I love the full 6-piece doing Nothing to Lose, which I really wish would have been the touring lineup. I really didn't need Ace and Peter to enhance this album any further. This era is my top lineup. So glad I got in when we did, but definitely wanted more. Rise to It would have been awesome for me personally. Zero issue with what was performed, but there's always more to crave. Tom, I'm giving it back to you.
All right, let's take a look at Spotify. We always like to remind you that you can comment directly from Spotify while you're listening to it, and this is crazy. We have the most Spotify comments we have ever had on an episode before. So thank you, you guys, and thank you, Bruce. I'll get through a couple of them. Scott Cleve 325. Zeus, when you go to Greece, will Thanos be there? You two could walk on the beach together and step on piss clams. That's a great reference.
You do.
If you want to talk about the Jimba, you got to talk about
around. Julian says, great episode focusing on a great Kiss performance. The band sounds absolutely incredible. The irony of Paul saying now it gets rough and then delivering a tour de force rock bottom and I Still Love You is just amazing. I can still remember gathering my family to watch this on MTV in the UK on a Sunday evening. I've listened to this more than any other live Kiss album, and Bruce is right to be so proud of his contribution. This works so well with just the current members. Go, Bruce! Brian Davis, excellent interview. Glad to hear his side of the Vegas debacle. Adam Marston, great interview. I definitely think the band needs to do a better job publicly recognizing Bruce's role in the band's history. As a human being, nobody else in the band ranks higher. Kane the Main, great interview as always. The Bruce Kulick era of that band is so underrated. Every record he played on kicks ass. The ultimate question remains, though, when are you going to get Vinny for the podcast? I feel like that would be a wild interview. I always wanted to know what it feels like to get fired from your own band.
Dude, he would never come on unless we paid him.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard like other people podcasts say, like, hey, you want to come on? Yeah. Okay. How much are you paying me? And they're like,
exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Dan Gartrell, great interview, TNZ. Always love when Bruce is on. It just sucks how he gets shit on. I mean, how hard would it have been to include a picture of him and Eric on the unplugged vinyl? Glad he's doing well and making new music. Can't wait to hear it. Keep up the good work, guys. Shout out Loudcast Hall of Famer, our buddy Jim Riley. All right, I've been saying it. About time. We're getting back to almost 3-hour episodes. Yeah, that's old school shit right there, Jim.
Is that a positive thing?
Yeah, exactly. Let's look at Instagram. Couple comments here. Our buddy Dave Rockstar. For us younger Kiss fans who grew up in the non-makeup era, Bruce Kulick is an absolute legend. On the Unplugged album, he showed what an awesome player he is and nailed every solo, which is difficult on an acoustic guitar. This album isn't just great because I had Ace and Peter on it, but it is so because of the musicianship and unique set list. Thanks so much for delivering another great interview. Abusement says, and when you think it can't get any better, this episode drops. Feedback gave us the laughs, and Bruce gave an amazing interview. His honesty, insight, and willingness to share is what sets him apart from other members and makes him special. Wish him nothing but the best. Great job, T and Z. And we're going to finish up with a few emails here. Our buddy Scott Greer. Hey, T and Z, a Mangione tard here. Oh, God, that's a thing now? Good God. Seriously, another great episode. You two deliver another timely episode with a list. Oh, this is him referring to the Ultimate Classic Rock. Keep those Ultimate Classic Rock list episodes with writers when you can. Like you, Tom, Alive 3 should have been higher than number 6. They sounded amazing on that tour, and it was a fantastic lineup. I mean, they can make a place light up like a damn Christmas tree. That's right, Scott. Good call. And we will finish up feedback here with our buddy Glenn Walker, big-time contributor in Loudcaster's Facebook group, and we got an email. Massive fan here in Dublin, Ireland. I've listened every Saturday since your Soul Station episode back in 2021. You guys have helped me through breakups, house moves, and everything that life has thrown at me. Just recently moved into a new spot, and you guys have helped me through the stress of it all. I really, really love listening to you both and would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're ever in Dublin, I'm buying drinks. All my best, Glenn. Fuck off, Paul Stanley. Well, Glenn, you have been a contributor to Loudcasters for a really long time. So getting an email from you was amazing, and I appreciate that very much. Again, humbling when people send us things like this. So, Glenn, glad we can be there to kind of lift your spirits, make you laugh. That's what we want to do. You get it. You're a fan. You're a supporter. And you are also the comment of the week.
Good answer. Good answer. I know what you think. We're going to be watching you.
Yeah, he has just been killing it on our social media stuff.
Love it. Amazing. He's been great. Always.
Although he looks like he's a member of Pretty Boy Floyd.
Oh, when I first saw it, I go, oh, wow, what band is this guy in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. We have somebody from Takedo joining Loudcasters.
Oh, we got somebody from Tough joining the fucking discussion.
Oh, God.
Oh, Tom, what we like to do now is thank our Patreon family. We have a new member. Might be familiar to a lot of you because I fucking love his YouTube comments.
You do?
See, I only play the YouTube clip on this show. I don't play it on any other show that we do.
Oh, I know.
So anyway, and that is the great Nick John Hagen.
Woohoo! Yeah.
He's joining our Patreon family as a Catman member. Nick, thank you for jumping on board. We love all your feedback and commentary. So welcome to the family. We hope you contribute a lot, and God bless you. Man, you crack us up all the time. And you out there, the listeners, if you want to join and help this show out, the best way to help this show out is be as cool as Nick and join our Patreon family. How do you do that? You go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com.
Go to him.
Right on the website, you'll see a link on the landing page for Patreon. Click that, and then you'll see 4 different tiers. From the Catman to obviously the Spaceman, Star Child, and Demon. Pick the tier that you want to be a member of. All the tiers have different perks. As you go higher tier, you get more perks. So take a look and see all the stuff that we offer you, like the message boards, our ARC pick, which was just done. We did the great album Boston. Go take a listen to that. You can be part of our video chats, our polls, Flashback Friday, our end of the year mailbag, and much, much more, including some SIOL swag and merch that you can get from us. So be like Nick, come and help the show, because there's nothing more helpful than our Patreon family. And that's why with their help, we keep getting bigger and better, and we keep working hard to improve the show because of people like Nick and Patreon and you, the listeners. So come and support the show, join our Patreon family, and thank you, Nick. We appreciate it, buddy.
Guys, you're the best. Thank you so much for everything you do. Tons and tons of perks that we like to give back to you for all of your generosity. As Zeus mentioned, please check us out. Shoutitoutloudcast.com. Click on the Patreon link. Tons of cool stuff and tons of involvement and interaction that we love to get involved with you. And, of course, the message board where you can get involved with other patrons as well. So please check it out. And a special thank you to our buddy Nick John Hagen.
Tom, what we do next is we go to Kiss World. What's going on there?
Yeah, there was a big surprise this week. And as I mentioned on Loudcasters, when Kiss does something right or something special, you got to give them credit, whether it's Kiss or Pop House or whoever. You got to give them credit. And they dropped something pretty damn special this week that's coming out to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the legendary Anaheim 76 show on the Spirit of 76 tour. This show has been widely bootlegged for years. I have a couple copies. Some of them sound pretty good, but now we are getting an official release, and this is not an off the soundboard. This has unique packaging. It's fucking cool. The bunch of different tiers and levels of this. So the picture disc version Comes with a 40-page book, a poster, a coin. There's a Japanese version of a CD that comes with a booklet. There's a colored swirl vinyl that comes with a summary of the booklet and a poster, and then a regular vinyl. So tons of cool stuff. Artwork looks amazing. The perks look amazing. And more importantly, the price is amazing. Fair priced. And that's because this is not just a Kiss Online exclusive. It's going to be available on streaming. It's going to be available eventually through regular merchants. But these special editions will be KOL exclusives. Very cool stuff. I love when they do this. Stuff that's unexpected. Stuff that's right. And more importantly, Zeus, stuff that revolves around the music. And live music is what we love. This has been remastered or reworked by Eddie Kramer. So this is going to be fucking awesome. I'm super pumped. At the time of this recording, they released the version of Shout It Out Loud on streaming. Sounds amazing. Sounds better than the Alive 2 version. So I'm really excited for this. This is going to be pretty awesome, Zeus.
Tom sent this to our Cranky Vegas text group. And I'm like, and he writes, I saw the image kind of, and I was like working. So I see it and I'm like, and he writes something like, hey, Zeus, they're also having this CD. I'm like, yeah, you know me. I'm not going to flip out over bootlegs. He's like, this isn't bootleg.
Right.
Like, what? And I stopped what I was doing. I'm like, wait a minute. What is this? Is this off the soundboard? You're like, no.
Nope.
I'm like, then I don't get it. What is it? And I'm like, oh, shit. And they didn't pull one of these. Well, they almost semi did. One of his Japanese shit things, like go buy your CD in Japan, which even Bruce brought that up.
Yep.
He didn't like that off the soundboard Asylum. You had to do that. So, yeah, fucking awesome. That's great.
Really
Something
cool.
new. We'll take it.
Yep.
Fairly priced.
Exactly.
Not, you have to buy a fucking Kiss backpack with it.
Right.
That comes with a an animalized striped leopard sweatshirt.
Wait, is that an item that's available? I'll take that.
No, don't give them any ideas.
Okay.
It's the Cabana wear shirt and shorts. It's just
that fucking God.
But anyways, I was very happy to hear that, and that's great. Something different.
Yep.
Wonderful.
It's exciting, yeah, because it's not Alive. It's not Alive 2. It's right in between. And again, the packaging looks great. It's exciting. It's unexpected. It's something that we didn't know that was coming. At least the regular people like us didn't know it was coming. And again, fair price, great packaging. This is what we want. We want more of this.
What good is it knowing, though? Anyways, what good is it knowing if you can't tell anybody anyway?
That's fair point. Fair point. Right? Fair point. Fair point. But this is what I'm saying. This is what we want. We don't want cabana wear or skateboards or fucking backpacks. We want music or video or something like this. So this is exciting. I'm happy.
No, we've always talked about it. You're going to have to vote with your wallet. You'll show them that, like, we're not buying this shit.
Yep.
So when Kiss Vegas is not sold out yet, and when they put up those $1,000 LPs, they're not sold out yet. When they put all this other stuff out that they still haven't sold out, when the Kiss fucking commemorative gold New York ticket hasn't sold out yet, maybe we're overpricing this.
Yeah.
So that'll get them to change. Tom, you mentioned it earlier. Gene was on Bill O'Reilly.
Come on, Simmons.
Giving his opinion about other people giving their opinion about politics.
Yep.
Him talking about, whether you agree with him or not, who cares? We're not getting into that. But about Trump, that he got some pushback or something like that and stuff. But he's saying why he does certain things while shitting on other people for giving their opinion. He does this all the time. He's never going to change. He just cannot see the hypocrisy of him always shitting on other people for talking. The man who never wants to stop talking.
Unbelievable. I know. So good.
With Bill O'Reilly. In the back of the book segment, we got Gene Simmons from Kiss. Come on, Combs. Get out of that seat. Simmons is it.
Come on, Wits.
Not to be outdone from next week's guest, Bob Beck.
Where's Dick Morris? Is he still got fucking guys in the background running around in their underwear?
And I said this, and then Hillary posted it on Twitter. Who's the other character that we
Al Cadell.
Hat Cadell, otherwise known as the Doctor from Cannonball Run.
Yeah, but then the two of our other favorites, Fred Barnes and
I knew you were going to get this. And Mort Gondracki.
The Beltway Boys.
Wasn't there a guy named Bill Gibson or Josh Gibson? He had like a weird fucking...
Josh Gibson.
Yeah, he had a weird fucking like lip lisp or something.
Like a cleft palate or something? Like
I think he did.
The Beltway Boys. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, those fucking guys.
All right. And then I think Paul put up two separate horrendous photos of pasta that I swear to God, it's like you went to the Olive Garden and said, can you just give me some plain pasta and just give me the red pepper shaker and just put some on there?
Look, I don't want to sound like the comic book guy from The Simpsons, but Paul thinks using big words means that the meal he's taking a picture of is some spectacularly superb thing. Dude, that's rigatoni. Okay, I'm sorry. You using these big giant words with all the things you're doing doesn't make it any different than the fact that it's fucking rigatoni.
He is not making pasta by hand.
Of course he's not. He's boiling water like I am.
He's taking out Pitine fucking pasta from Stop and Shop.
Parmigiano Reggiane. Like, okay, all right, relax.
Yeah, it's just, and he puts up these photos, and usually I'll get a text alert because I have them for like Paul and Gene if they do anything.
Yep.
We do have a show, so I want to see it. And I'm always like,
God damn,
dude, is this what he's talking about in the description? Then I open up and see the picture. I'm like, dude, you're seeing the same photo as I am, right?
Yeah. And then I go,
this is impressing people.
And then I go right to the comments. Looks delicious, Paul. Oh, I can't wait to see you in Vegas when you're cooking.
Oh, Paul, when are you going to have a recipe book out?
Don't. That's coming. Julia Starchild, the book is coming out.
Olive oil here. Put a little in your pan.
Yeah.
And you want to throw in your prosciutto.
Dude, the fucking TV fucking ABC affiliate host that's like acting like, heat the pan. It sounds like the Jerky Boys. A fantastic, a towel.
You have to heat the pan to cook the food? No, silly me. Thank God you're here to tell me that.
Oh my God. One other thing, Tom, and I'm going to leave it to you because you were very happy to see it. And Tom, there was another photo Paul put out. He looked.
Go ahead.
I don't know if he was trying to put like a Game of Thrones photo where he's sitting with his legs crossed with all his family.
Yep.
He looks like grandpa, like Weekend at Bernie's, just like an incapacitated grandpa with all the family around, like going, oh. And then, of course, I made the point to mention to you guys, and you have Evan putting his hand on his father's shoulder.
Yeah.
Almost to say, hey, the rest of you fuckers, he's my dad.
Yeah, that's my dad.
I'm the heir to the Stanley throne.
Exactly.
To push them aside. Move over, fucking nerd.
Yeah,
his little brother.
Twerp.
Yeah, it was looking like an ownership thing.
Like,
I'm like, maybe because I watched too much Game of Thrones and
maybe
House of Dragon.
I get it though. Yeah.
And Paul has this like when he did we'll talk about something coming up next. He looks great. But there have been some photos he almost looks like ill. Like he's so thin and he's got these he's got jaundice or something. Like his teeth are popping out of his mouth.
It looks like he hired a funeral home makeup director to do his makeup. Like he looks. Sometimes I'm like, that guy should be not alive right now.
Yeah, his legs are all crossed. He's got purple. His like just I know what he was going for, but that photo was just like, and he's got a lovely family.
Yeah,
the rest
course.
of them look fine.
Yeah.
But he looked like, hey, grandpa's getting ill. He's getting up there.
Yeah. Make sure that will is updated.
Yeah, the young prince was showing control of the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was quite interesting. Oh, I also forgot to mention, and we got to bring this up. We should have brought this up during feedback, Tom. This is one of kind of our news. We got a text from good friend of the show, Eddie Trunk.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
He wrote, listening to this week's show with Bruce on the plane. Didn't even get to the interview yet, and I'm crying. I could listen to the comments and impressions all day. Compression socks and gunt. Killing me. So great. Paul basting the anus of a turkey. Fuck.
Yeah, that text chat continued a little bit, but that's between the three of us.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I wanted to get to. Like, I know we get a lot of feedback and we do a lot of it. And sometimes we get new listeners that come on are like, what the fuck? I wanted to listen to the Unplugged Bruce story.
Right.
And it's not until a fucking hour into it. Hard pass.
Yeah.
Not that they said about this one, but we've heard that shit before.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Our feedback fucking makes
the fucking
show.
best. Sometimes
You
it's the
guys
best
are
part of
the
the show.
fucking best. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The amount of comedy that we got out of our last week's feedback between infighting over stalking celebrities and somebody wanted to fist fight Paul Stanley.
You pussy, you melted wax candle.
And people pick up on it, and even like Eddie had to send us that. But anyways, Tom, I wanted to talk about those couple photos, but I know you wanted to bring up a point that you really liked something this week, so go ahead.
Yeah, and it kind of goes in conjunction with the release, the announcement of the Kiss Destroys Anaheim 76 thing. Like Kiss has done, they kind of do these hostage videos that Pawpaw's probably makes them do. But this was good. They did a little promo video for the announcement of the Kiss Destroys Anaheim 76 release. It's coming out. And it was pretty cool. They showed some video clips in between. They had Paul and Gene talking. You know, they looked like they were excited. Paul, of course, had to make a dig about the band. You know, this wasn't about musicianship. This wasn't about being whatever term he used. I'm like, dude, you don't have to insult yourself to say how awesome this is. But again, it was cool. I like that they're doing that and they're getting it out there. They're hyping it up. And it was cool to see it. Like I said before, when Kiss does something good, we're going to give them the credit when it's due. That's the kind of show that we have. When they suck, we tell them they suck. When they're good, we tell them they're good. And this was a good week for them, I think.
Yeah. Authenticity.
Yeah. Just like us. Yes.
And when you get it and you guys understand it, that's why you guys tune in to listen. Because you know, if it's anywhere else, no matter how bad it looks, you're never going to get the true story of how it
No, you're never going to get true commentary. Never.
No. But yeah, that is pretty fucking cool. I do like that a lot.
Yep.
I also liked Paul's like, never imagined 42,000. I'm like, dude, you did like during your worst time in the US, you went to fucking Brazil and you were the fucking main band and did close to 100,000 in that stadium in Brazil. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but in
I get it because you were starting out.
Exactly.
You were getting there. I get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's great to see. I hope they continue. I hope when they see the positive feedback they get for releasing this album, the way they did a video to promote it, and maybe it's because it's not them doing it. It worked, but hopefully they learn their lesson.
Yep.
Anyway, Tom, let's go to what we do next, and that's to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back.
Stop. Don't talk anymore. You know, I've been looking at the... Hello?
All right, Tom, so we're going to start this off. There are 23 tracks listed on this box set.
However,
yeah, we'll get into that however part at the end.
okay.
So it's 23 tracks, from the stuff that was on Dress to Kill. Some of the tracks have more alternative versions than others.
Yeah, it's like a Rock and Roll All Night box set.
Yeah. But the first song that comes on this, I've never heard before, and that's this. Yeah, they mistakenly put a Rolling Stone song on, Tom, and it's called The Mistake. Your thoughts?
I love it. It has absolutely nothing to do with what Kiss was doing at this time. So it's bizarre that it was an outtake or a demo from this era. I love it. I mean, it's a demo, so it gets repetitive. They say mistake 6,000 times near the end. The slide guitar is cool. Paul's vocals are cool. Doesn't fit at all. I don't know if this would ever fit on any album, but nonetheless, I love new things that we've never heard before. Just like on the 2001 Kiss box set, stuff that's uncovered for the first time. I like it. It's unique.
Tom, I don't buy all those. Oh, I knew that song came out in 1976. It was on a bootleg. I know these songs. I don't buy it unless they're real Kiss official songs.
Right.
So I don't go on YouTube in the earlier days and try to listen to unreleased versions of different things. So this is all new.
Yep.
I fell in love with this song. I think it fucking is awesome.
Yep.
I wonder why it never made an appearance anywhere else. I get why it didn't make an appearance on this album, because it has no fucking rhyme or reason why it would be on Dress to Kill. Sounds nothing like this.
If Paul had any balls, he would have put this maybe on like his solo album, his 78 solo album, but it's a band performance, so we probably can't do that. But
I love it. It's got a strong Stones vibe.
Wicked Stones.
Wild Horses, Angie.
Yep.
But it also sounds like the verses sounds like Sam Cooke's Bring It On Home.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
a good
ever heard
point.
of Sam Cooke's Bring It On Home, the verses sound very similar to that.
Yep.
I love the slide guitar. Kiss with the slide guitar, other than Rise to It. I can't think of any other time.
Fucking
you don't remember in fucking
you remember in fucking Man of a Thousand Faces of the outro there's a slide guitar, like, okay, no, I don't remember that. I'm sorry. Like,
but we both said it. It doesn't fit this album.
No.
Did you know, Tom? And this will piss people off more, and it pissed me off more. Paul played an acoustic version of this song on the Kiss Cruise 5.
Can you?
There's a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video of it, and he fucking kills it. Does a great job.
Back when they did different things.
Back when you got something like that, when you paid big bucks. He's like, yeah, this is an unreleased song. In 1975. And he does a great version of it.
I'm sure he does.
Like, what the fuck is that, dude?
It's an easy song to sing, but yeah.
Hi, come pay now for the Kiss Cruise and watch us do Shout It Out Loud twice.
Yep.
God. So, Peter. And then they have that hoedown at the end of the song.
Yep.
It's
awesome.
very. It starts before it gets to the hoedown. Sounds like very Beatle-ish, and then it gets into the hoedown.
Yep.
I fucking love this song. And
Me too.
again, I just heard a song for the first time, a Paul Stanley song, right?
It's amazing.
And what did I
fun.
do? I ended up loving it.
Of course.
I stick to that. If anybody said, hey, I know you're going to love this song. Somebody wrote this. You got $1 million. Are you really going to like it? I said, who is it? If it's Paul Stanley, I'll put $1 million. I bet y'all like it.
Except for when that song is on the 2001 box set and it's called Time Traveler.
But of all the songs that he's written, there's Time Traveler,
I know.
Shandy.
I know.
There's fucking Tomorrow. There's Easy As It Seems. There's It Never Goes Away. And then there's I Will Be There.
Like a father to his son. Get your hand off me, Evan.
All right, Tom. We're going to fly through some of these because, again, we're not audiophiles. Oh, you can't tell. Yeah, but they're doing this in the G chord.
Yeah, but I will say that we might not be audiophiles, but I will say this is a different type of demo thing where there are distinct differences on these tracks.
And some of the things I can pick up, but some I can't.
All right, let's go through it. I'll pick them up.
So the next track is one of 50 Rock and Roll All Night demos. This is a studio demo. Tell me what you picked up, and I'll tell you what I picked up.
That's the only fucking difference.
Tom just clapping the hands. There's a lot of clapping going on here.
Stupid.
Man, they Boston fans. Man, they stupid.
The whole song is exactly the same except for near the end. I'm like, are they? No. We don't need to hear that. No.
Yeah. Mo Vaughn doesn't agree. He doesn't. He thinks it's stupid as well.
Yep.
Tom, next we go to Anything for My Baby, and that is described as Anything for My Baby studio demo. And so that was how Rock and Roll All Night and Mistake were described. Studio demo in parentheses. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, Anything for My Baby sounds way different. Sounds like just the acoustics of it sound very different. I like it. I mean, I've always liked Anything for My Baby. I know the chorus kind of takes a beating, but this one's definitely different. You could definitely tell it's a demo.
I can hear like an echo.
Yes, lot of reverb, big echo in there. Yes,
loud intro of the chorus. I said it's raw, and I don't remember. Does Paul say "listen" on the actual album version? Because he goes,
so.
Listen.
I think he does. Okay, Stanley.
Well, anyways, that's Anything for My Baby. Now we get into what's they call 2 unreleased tracks.
Yeah.
But this is a version of Burning Up with Fever studio demo.
What's he doing at the beginning of this song?
Hucking a loogie.
I love it. First of all, I was fascinated by this to think that this song was this old before it made it onto Gene's solo album. So Paul could have taken Mistake and put it on his solo album if Gene took this and put it on his solo album. This is way gnarlier than the 78 solo version. The vocals, the band, the groove, it's got a little bit more of a funky beat to it. I love it. And again, it's a Gene song that we know, but it's a completely different version that we've never heard. It's not just something with like a slight tweak. It's a completely different song. Fucking love it.
All right. My Elvis fans out there will know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So I used to buy all those Elvis CDs in the 90s and go and be like, oh, unreleased Elvis tracks, 56 new Elvis unreleased tracks. They're just fucking demos. Take number 7 of Rockahula from Blue Hawaii. And all of a sudden you would hear a different version. So I always I get a chuckle when I hear, and there's a lot of that on this Rolling on 7, that all of a sudden that's an unreleased track. But there is more to it than this. But that's how Elvis always has all these unreleased tracks.
Yep.
Because it's just commentary. Elvis farts in the middle of the song. And, let's start it from the beginning. Those beans are getting to me.
Yep.
So, anyway, on this, I put this. There is Burning Up with Fever on this.
Yep.
There's Burning Up with Fever on the 78 Gene solo album.
Yep.
There's Burning Up with Fever 2 songs versions, 1 and 2 on the Vault. And there's Burning Up with Fever on actually Destroyer box set.
That's right. That's why it's funny that you mentioned that, because when this came out, I was like, this song is appearing again. This song has been around forever.
Like Gene did not give up.
He did not. Exactly.
We're going to put this song somewhere.
You got to appreciate the tenacity. This is going on everything.
So they're all kind of different, except for, I think the first Burning Up with Fever on the Vault 1 is the same version on Destroyer, but it's just, a little mixing a little differently, but the song itself is the same.
And the Destroyer version is fucking awesome. I love that one too.
But it's, I think, the same version that's on his Vault section.
Yep.
Anyways, I think the Gene growl is great. This is a faster version. I like this version. It's raw, more rock. The solo is great on this. So are the drums.
Yep.
And there's talking at the end of the song, which is a lot of on this.
I love all that stuff. All the demo, all the.
I thought that was fine.
Yeah.
Well, what was wrong with it? I think that was the question. I mean, I can't pick up exactly what they're saying, but it sounded similar like that. I like raw versions of things like this.
Me too.
But I also like the studio version.
Yep.
I like having two different versions.
Me too.
I like God of Thunder Paul's version. I like God of Thunder Gene's version.
Me too.
Why don't you just tell us the version of Burning Up in Fever that you like? All right, Tom, let's go to Rock and Roll All Night studio demo party version. I can't hear you, Tom. There's people in the background. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
What? Again, I know they're having fun. What are we doing here? This is just, I mean, I get it. Rock and Roll Night is a party anthem. I get it. Maybe I get it. It's foolish. It's foolish.
Here's what I'll say. I get having them as part of the loud chorus that it's at a party and everybody's at the party's got their fist up.
Yep.
Chanting the chorus.
Yep.
I don't need people talking and screaming and whistling over verses.
Throw the entire thing. It just sounds like it was a Casablanca Coke party and they just played this in the background.
But anyways, Tom, it's way too distracting. There's whistling going on. There's all sorts of shit. I'm not a fan of that.
No, me neither.
I like the chorus part where they're all chanting it.
Yeah, that sounds cool because it's like a party chorus. Yeah.
Yeah. Next is Rock and Roll Night studio demo alternate vocal take.
Now, this one's way different. First of all, there's cowbell throughout the entire song.
Yes.
Which kind of really overpowers it. The drums are a little bit different, and the backing vocals are the dual backing vocal way different. Like you can definitely tell that this is a definite alternate vocal take. I don't like it. To me, the cowbell is a way distraction. It takes away from the regular rhythm of the song because you're just hearing ding, 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 ding throughout the entire song. I'm not digging it.
So a couple things. It seems like the drums are louder and there's a cowbell. The verses are multi-track vocal stacking, and that happens throughout this fucking demos and stuff. I don't know what Neil Bogart was trying to do, if he was trying to be sophisticated. With that delayed backing, doubling of the vocals, where like they're not actually harmonized and layered correctly, they're a little bit delayed.
Yep.
It's just, okay, I like that it's an interesting take on it. It's not the best version of this, but it is very interesting. And at the end of the song, Paul says something like, sounds beautiful. And it sounded like Gene said, shut up.
Yeah. The banter, I love. Absolutely love it. Yep.
Yeah. So, Tom, next we're going to go to Room Service Extended Outtake.
All right. This one I really like. First of all, it's because I love Room Service. So the big difference we got here.
You do?
Well, the Room Service in real life and the song. I love this album, so that's why this box is fucking awesome. But I love the extended outro where Paul's kind of like just ad-libbing different things, and then at the end you kind of get the more kind of commentary from the engineer about. It sounds like I think you can do better, or I don't think you can get better, something like that. I like it. Just because I think it's kind of cool how Paul's kind of like vamping through the last like 20 seconds of the song, just being like, I don't know, like in the band just jamming and jamming. It's cool. Again, it's different, and I love the song to begin with. So,
yeah, they start off with "Tape is Rolling."
Yeah, and
it sounds like the studio album for a bit, but then I'm like, these are different lyrics.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. If I didn't bring that, I forgot to mention that. Yep.
But it rocks. I mean, this song rocks, especially the drums on this. And Paul is like ad-libbing at the end.
I love it.
I can't say no. Well, maybe.
Yeah. And then the band just Room Service, and he's just like jamming and jamming. I like it.
I think Paul's comment at the end, Tom, was like, we aren't going to do that better. Like we got it.
That's what I couldn't tell meaning either. It's saying one, it sounds like he's saying you can do better, or we're not going to get that better.
Yeah. Something like we aren't going to do that better.
Yeah.
All right. So now we move to Two-Timer alternate mix.
Love it because it's like MTV Unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And I'll be saying that about a lot of these tracks. I love it. Heavy acoustic guitar, completely different from the version that we know. I think it's fucking badass. I love it. Love it.
I'm just wondering, maybe I'm conspiracy theorist, just like they did with Alive and Alive 2. Neil Bogart was having them do a lot of acoustic stuff back then.
So one of the things that
or is it they added that shit in now to be like, oh, this would be cool if he did this?
One of the things I love about the original version of Dress to Kill is that there is a lot of acoustic overlays. The version of Come On and Love Me that we know and love, there's some acoustics there. So I don't know if they recorded these with acoustics to just like it was like a practice or if that it's weird to think that they would do this because they're a rock and roll band.
Yeah, and just they were rocking at this point.
Yeah,
like all of a sudden Bogart's having him do a lot of acoustic stuff. That's why I'm a little conspiracy theorist thinking, maybe this is 2025 Kiss or somebody adding stuff. But whatever.
I don't know.
The acoustic guitars up front in the beginning, layered vocals again, delayed vocals is making this kind of interesting. I put the chorus seems different, an extended outro as well. And you'll get a lot of those extended outros as well. So now we're going to move on to Ladies in Waiting, alternate ending.
Yeah, I love it because I love this actual song. This is like a deep cut. Got the different ending. It's got the vocals are weird. I was listening to this, I'm like, I can't tell who's singing that because it doesn't sound like Paul. It doesn't sound like Gene. I'm like, I don't know who that when it's like Ladies in Waiting. I'm like, who is that? Because it doesn't sound like Paul or Gene.
Yeah, it just seems like the same song up until the end.
Yeah.
Because the chorus just goes on
and on
and on and on. And then I think there's more like studio talk where Paul like says something like this. I don't know. It's weird.
I threw pennies into the street in Chinatown because I knew he would run out and retrieve them. I used to just stand on the curb and fling them, and he would run into the gutter to get the coins.
Oops, that made it to our outtake.
What is wrong with people?
Oh, man. And this is one of the things I said to Tom. I was a little annoyed about this. Two of the best songs on this album only get one different version of it. So the next song is Come On and Love Me, alternate mix.
Which, again, I love because it's like an MTV Unplugged version. More acoustic shit. I absolutely love it.
I wish they did more Come On and Love Me in another song. I
agree. Oh, no, 100%. 100%. But I like the fact that we're getting like full versions of the songs with that just sound a little bit different. So to me, look, we've done like one of the Creatures of the Night demo discs, and it was like, outtake Chrome goes into motion, or like what the fuck? Like at least these are fully developed songs that sound different, so they're unique. It's something to be like, I want to go back and listen to it. It's like an unplugged version of Come On and Love Me. I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool.
There's more bass. I'm like, there's more acoustic guitar, and I'm like, maybe it's not more. It's just that there's less electric guitar on this.
There's definitely less. There might be none.
Yeah, the mix is definitely different, and the extended outro with the chorus repeats itself quite a bit. But again, interesting take, and I'll take it.
Yep.
All right. Now we're going back to Anything for My Baby, alternate mix.
Again, I fucking love it. We got like what 3 in a row here of just completely MTV Unplugged style acoustic shit. Drums sound pretty good, and then they just strumming along with acoustics. There's almost no electric in here in terms at least for the rhythm stuff. I love it. I think it's interesting, but I just don't understand it, I guess is my question.
It's a different mix. The bass is louder, and here we go with the acoustics again.
Yep.
So let's go now to the next version of Lover All I Can, alternate mix.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's it's another version of a song that I love, more acoustic, pretty much took out all the electric guitars. So I'm going to keep saying the same thing. I love Dress to Kill, so I'm getting like an unplugged Dress to Kill. I think it's fucking awesome. I love Lover All I Can. Most of the guitars here, I think the only electric, if I recall correctly, is some of the leads and then the solo, but everything else is like just acoustic strumming, which I think sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, for me, Tom, I just said, yeah, it's a little more acoustic again, but it sounds a little bit, feels like the album version, which means it fucking rocks.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So,
yep.
Let's go now to two-timer extended alternate mix.
Sounds very different. It's still two-timer. It's still acoustic. It's got some extra stuff in there. It's long. I mean, now you kind of get a nitpicky here about the differences that you're experiencing with these songs, but like you said, we got like almost nothing from some of the songs on this album. Like nothing from Rock Bottom, one thing from Come On and Love Me, nothing from Getaway except for an instrumental, which we'll get up to. Like, you don't need to keep playing two-timer. I like it, but I like it too. I like it.
It just seems like Gene is pronouncing every word carefully.
That's what I was going to say. His echo. His vocals are definitely a little bit different here. Yeah.
There's definitely echo on this. And I was like, yeah, they weren't kidding about extended. That chorus outro goes on and on and on.
Oh
we God. Get it. She's a two-timer. So let's go once again to Anything for My Baby extended alternate mix.
Yeah, it's kind of that doesn't sound that different from what we got on Dress to Kill, except for the ending just goes on. They weren't lying when they called it an extended mix. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, similar to the album version I put, but it just goes on and on and on.
Yep.
I think Paul says something like, they want to hear it back, or something like that. Something.
That's right. That's what
want to hear it back or something. I don't know.
That's what it sounded like. Something like you want to hear it back.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Let's next go back to a song we haven't heard on this album yet, and that's Rock and Roll All Night. Super fast outtake, Tom.
I like this. I thought this was kind of unique. I'm like, they actually could have pulled this off and made this the song. I mean, I'm glad they didn't, but I really like it. I think it's kind of cool. When I first heard it, I was like, what do they mean by super fast? The chorus, when you hear the chorus, it definitely sounds like there's something. It sounds like it's sped up and not necessarily performed fast. You know what I mean? It almost sounds like the tape is sped up, but
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. There's no need for it, but it's interesting.
So I have faster version. This sounds like the Alive version.
Yes,
they're playing it faster. Maybe they're figured out like this would work better live if we do it like this. And Gina's singing it very menacingly. The way he's singing.
Yep.
You can tell that this version, how like the legendary Alive version can turn out to be, and how good this will be live when it's just the chorus and the drums, because they do that on this part. And I bet you that, like, dude, this is a fucking anthem. This will kick ass live.
Yep.
And I think at the end, Gene says, I think we have it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after that, it's pretty much all instrumentals. I think the last like 7 or 8 tracks are just all instrumentals.
Room Service instrumental outtake.
Yep.
What do you got?
One thing I noticed during a lot of these demos and outtakes, but you really, really notice it with the instrumentals, is how fucking unbelievable Gene is as a bass player, and especially Peter as a drummer. Peter's drumming on some of these upbeat songs like Room Service, and Gene's bass lines, unreal. I mean, and it's funny because this album is not a quote unquote rockin' album. All right. It's obviously not Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over Love Gun. It's a very kind of, I remember when we did the review, it's kind of like a snappy, poppy, upbeat kind of album. But the way Gene and Peter sound on this is fucking phenomenal. I surprisingly enjoyed these instrumentals.
I mean, I think the whole band is doing a great job. I think they shows them that musicianship wise.
Agreed.
And these are the songs that, they're not beaten into the ground as much.
Yep.
So when you hear these different versions, I think you get excited. Like, I like it because it's almost like we said, those God of Thunder, 2 different versions.
Yep.
And it's fascinating to hear these things. So they're not as Chrome Goes Into Motion Part 6.
No, or like
that.
Or the sound of the turret. Like, these are actual things that if you wanted to listen to, you could.
The tank cranking up on the Creature of the Night tour.
Right.
So it is interesting. I do have Rolling, and then I'm like, woohoo, Karaoke Kiss is about to start.
Yep.
So next you get 2-timer instrumental outtake.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to comment on instrumentals because that's all it is instrumentals. But I mean, just the band sounds killer, and I just keep shining the light on Gene's bass and Peter's drumming. Maybe not so much on 2-timer because it's slower, but again, Gene and Paul's vocals are so powerful during these songs that when you hear them just instrumentally, you're hearing how fucking tight this band was at the time. Tight.
All right. Well, I also wrote, there's a part where they says, we're rolling. And I love the simplicity of the riff listening to this instrumental.
Yeah.
And you can hear kind of Gene is scatting, at least the chorus.
A little bit, yeah.
Doing that.
Yep.
But I think there's another part at the end. He says something. I think it's Gene saying, I need singing or something. I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
I couldn't make that out either. Nope.
And I think what he means is like, this is an instrumental. I need the vocals singing to it,
Yep.
So now we get Getaway instrumental outtake.
I love the little banter in the beginning. No more bloomers. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Are those those like old lady fucking underwear?
I get, but you can hear Pete. It sounds like Peter's yelling in the background. Paul's more up front. You can hear that real New York drawl. But you talk about this is kind of the song that I was kind of pointing to when I'm talking about Gene's bass and Peter's drumming. Fucking spectacular here on this instrumental.
Yeah, I think. Paul and Peter are going back and forth. Something like Paul's like, "No more bloomers, no more bloomers. Watch this, guys." And then Peter's like, "We seem to be really up on it. I like it, as long as we have a good feel." And then Paul says, "I'm going to give you a good feel.
Yeah.
Shut up."
Yeah. Love it.
So it was more or less Paul saying this to Peter.
Fuck off!
Exactly. Thank you.
All right. Let's now go to Rock Bottom instrumental outtake.
This was one of my favorites because I couldn't believe how thick and heavy this sounded. The drums, these sounded so full of bass. The bottom end on this, the low end on this was so full that I couldn't believe how the album version does not sound like this. There is so much depth to Peter's bass drum, and even when he's pounding on the snare, that this is not what we got on Dress to Kill. So I was like, holy shit, this almost sounds like an AC/DC instrumental. I thought it was that kind of thick and full compared to what we got on the album. So I liked it.
Yeah, I think someone says rock on, Gene counts off, and then Paul counts off as well.
Yeah, they're kind of noodling at the beginning a little bit.
Yeah, it's the non-acoustic part, the song. They don't do the acoustic part of Rock Bottom. And then it's Ace who says something. I think it's Ace. Says, sounds like you're out of tune when you vibrate the chords.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah. So let's move on now to Anything for My Baby instrumental extended outtake.
Yeah, kind of the same as Rock Bottom. The drums just sound heavier, a little bit more fuller. They sound a little bit poppier on what we got on the album. And I think this here, I don't know, I like it. I think it sounds cool. I think the band sounds really fucking awesome. And I like this version of the drums. I kind of wish this is what we got for drums.
I just said this thing seems to go on forever.
Oh, it definitely does.
And so another fucking annoying thing is the next one is She instrumental extended outtake. There's only one alternate version of She, and that's this.
Yep.
And there's no even vocals on it. But go ahead.
Once again, the drums. And because this song is so deliberate and so slow, you can hear Peter hitting everything. And I think it sounds amazing. Because, of course, the album version with Gene's vocals, that's kind of what you're focusing on. With no Gene vocals, I love following the drummers. And this is one of the reasons why I love Dress to Kill is Peter. You can really hear him doing it. And look, I'm going to say it again. Rock Bottom, Anything for My Baby, She, all these instrumentals, the drums sound completely different and way heavier. So I'd be really curious to find out why they didn't go with this type of drum recording for the finished product.
Paul,
maybe
you fuck with Peter's drumming.
Yeah,
who knows?
Peter, you're an illiterate idiot who can't read or even talk correctly and never finished school.
I don't think I picked up on that when I was doing the review for this. I'm glad you showed. Thank you. Okay, I missed that.
I just put She instrumental. What a fucking jam.
Yep.
I just made me love this song even more.
Yep.
Not hearing the vocals to us, it makes it like this is Kiss karaoke at its best.
Yep.
So, all right. Love Her All I Can. Instrumental outtake.
Once again, love it. Love the drums. Peter going wild on the cowbell throughout the entire thing. Guitars sound a little different. The song sounds different than what we got, and I love it. When I saw all of these instrumentals, I'm like, oh, what are we going to get here? I love all of them so far. Very cool.
Yeah. Again, there's a count off, and I was just like, another fucking rocker and another fucking awesome jam. Tom, Rock and Roll All Night, instrumental outtake.
Yeah, I like a little bit of the banter at the beginning there. I'm assuming that's Neil Bogart. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I would guess it is. Once again, the band sounds nice and tight. Peter again with the drums. That main riff sounds great. And, again, when you think of instrumentals, you're like, I don't know if this is, am I going to be bored of this? Now, again, you don't want to spend, this is like 4 minutes long or 5 minutes long or whatever. I think it sounds great. The band sounds killer. The production sounds really good. This was nice to hear. I really enjoyed it. I found myself kind of jamming along to it while I was driving.
Yeah, I think the beginning is Neil Bogart. He said something like, hold it. I would like if it's going to be stopped, you give me a cue. It's going to be stopped, okay? Because I may say roll anyway. And I think that's Ace. And he says, what do you want me to do? Wave my hand?
Jeez, what the hell do you want me to do, Neil?
Hey, Neil, go fuck yourself.
I can only do so much.
Neil, I'm going to go grab myself a couple slices of Roni and a Mountain Dew. I'll be back in a minute. I think he says, no, we'll try to lower your mistake later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he comments on the mistakes.
If we get a great take, something like, I don't know. Pretty much saying on 3 and then the instrumental.
Yeah, pretty much like if you fuck up, don't worry, we'll try to fix it. Yeah.
And then someone says at the end, then that's a definite hold. Do you want to do it again? And there was a question mark.
Yep.
Now, Tom, this is the end. Or is it? So we were debating when we started recording this. I'm like, all right, so there's 24 tracks. And Tom's like, what are you talking about? There's 23. I'm like, no, it's 24. He's like, look at your box set. I looked at it. The box set says 23. I'm like, I go online, 23. You look at everything, 23. I'm like, I downloaded this to my hard drive. I was listening to this. There's a 24th track.
Yep.
And you're like, no, there's not. I'm like, I have it. So I'm like, maybe I ripped the CD twice and I put that in. I'm like, no, but it says something different. It says Rock and Roll All Night, alternate studio demo.
Yep.
But it's listed at 229. So I'm like, oh, song number 2 is Rock and Roll All Night studio demo. That's at 229. I've been playing them back. I'm like, dude, that's not the same thing.
Yep.
The one at 24 has some sort of fuzz on it in the beginning. So I'm like, what is this? So I chat GPT'd it to ask to see, because I'm not going on Google searching the internet forever. And they're like, yeah, some people have reported that their CDs have an extra track.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's fucking unbelievable that exists.
So maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I did it wrong, and it's not, but it's been reported that way. And I have a 24th track that they call Alternate Studio Demo Rock and Roll Night. At this point, I'm fucking exhausted of this song.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fast hand clapping, like a hand jive, and then a fade out, which is weird. I don't remember that anything else. So this is different.
Yeah, that's amazing that would get put on there without any record of it, though. That's insane.
Yeah, like, is this like Endless Nameless? Like hidden track shit?
I would love to see, I would love any people listening to this right now, if you have the CD box set, pull out disc 2 and tell us if you got that same thing. Pretty crazy.
Sounds like STP on Purple. The second album.
Oh, God. I remember when I first heard that. I'm like, what is this?
12 dishes melodies.
God, don't do this.
Listen. Hope you enjoy. All right, enough. All right, yeah. Tom, I came up with 24 tracks. We're not going to rank this. We're not going to do anything.
No.
Oh, the fucking mono mix of fucking room service is better than
that's the other thing.
Anything for babies alternate mix. You know?
That's the other thing I'm glad about is that it's not like, alternate mono mix. No, these are actual differences you can hear.
Yeah. I will say the one track we are going to kind of say anything, that's Mistake. I fucking loved it. I love it.
Me too. Absolutely. So, I love the demo of Burn Up With Fever. Loved it.
These weird tracks, demos, and all this stuff is better than most of those other demo tracks on the other box sets.
I'll tell you right now, I know there's a lot of repetition here with the songs. I absolutely loved listening to this disc.
Yeah.
Or I have the vinyl box set. You have the CD box set. I thought this was a ton of fun. I know there was a lot of the same songs, but I loved that stretch of all those unplugged, quote unquote, acoustic versions of songs that I love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Still sounded great. The band was unbelievably on point during this recording. It's no surprise that they went and did a live and just blew up from there, because I think this album was just, I've always loved Dress to Kill. Always.
The one thing that I want to bring up to all the Kiss fans out there and Loudcasters, what annoys the fuck out of me is we didn't get a chance to fucking let this breathe and dissect this fucking
exactly.
Because you fucking hit us with a live, and then you had Kiss Cruise, and then you have all sorts of, like, put shit out and let us breathe and enjoy these things.
Yep. There was no reason. First of all, again, I'm glad we have it, but half of the Dress to Kill box set is fucking alive, but you had to put in a live box set out friggin' 2 minutes after this one.
Yeah, so I love this. I think if you don't have this, you should have this. Can't say enough good things about it. So that's disc 2, Dress to Kill, Tom. And what we do next is this.
Hey, what is this, 20 fucking questions?
No, it's only one question, and I like to stick with topical questions. You know, sometimes we get questions that I bank, and, you know, we pull them out once in a while. Sometimes I've got questions that come out right away based on current events and stuff that's going on, so we like to ask them. So this one comes from Anthony on Facebook that says, guys, love the show. Excited about the news of the Kiss Destroys Anaheim release. And I'm also excited that it's not an off-the-soundboard release because it has original unique packaging. If they continue to do this moving forward, is there anything from the era that you would like to see packaged like this that's not off the soundboard?
I mean, what's the difference in, no offense, why are you doing off the soundboard?
Because off the soundboard is completely unedited and completely raw. There's nothing. You take that track and move it over here. This Kiss Destroys, this has been remixed, remastered, and worked on by Eddie Kramer. Off the soundboard has all the warts and all. They're fun, but they mostly sound like shit.
Then I would have said, then why don't you do that to the fucking Mark St. John concert? That's historical. You should have done that to that.
Right. Well, because off the soundboard's easier because you don't have to do anything. You just pull it off the soundboard and package it.
I don't know. Like, again, I love Kiss. Okay. I am not as well versed as some of these Kiss stars. Oh, the Japan fucking July 4th, fucking this concert. Like, there are people that know like specific dates and concerts, and other people because they buy bootlegs and stuff.
Yep.
I don't. So, do I have anything specific? I would have said do the Mark St. John one, and I always say, what about Palladium? Eric Carr's debut.
That's what I was going to say too.
I mean, those are the safe bets for me.
I was going to say Palladium,
but it's not from that era. He said that era.
Right. I would say the Palladium show. Everybody talks about that 1980 show with Eric Carr. I would say that we got a live 2 and we got the off the soundboard Des Moines 77. So I'm okay with not getting anything from that era. I would say probably something official from the Hot in the Shade tour. Something official.
Okay. So if we're going to stick to, now that I just thought of this, if we're going to stick to of that era, meaning 76, whenever that came out.
No, it doesn't have to be of that era. I don't know.
What his question said?
I don't think so. I think he just meant. I think it like something like that, like not an off the soundboard,
his
but like
question said of that era, though.
Okay, all right, then
the original. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't want to.
No. I'm looking at it right now. You're right.
So if it's of that era, then the only other thing is I can't believe neither of us thought of it earlier, and that's Winterland.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, we talk about that all the time. Yeah, you're right. I guess my point.
If you go with that era.
Yeah, and I'll kind of wrap this. And again, Anthony, thank you for the question. I'll just kind of wrap this up. That as much as I do like off the soundboards, they're a novelty. They kind of sound like shit because there's been nothing done to them. If they're going to continue with what they're doing with Kiss Destroys Anaheim, where they're going to release new, remixed, remastered live albums, that is something I'm excited about. I love the off the soundboards, but I would like to see more of this.
Soundboards are obsolete then to me.
I don't know. People are saying that they're not, but I don't. If put it this way, I would rather see more Kiss Destroys Anaheim type releases than more off the soundboard releases because they're different. I would
look at it.
Yeah,
I would rather see one CD a year like this.
Yes,
and then one box set a year.
Yep.
Like the deluxe box sets.
Yep.
I'd rather that than 2 or 3 off the soundboards.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Put your time into it and do them correctly.
Yep. Agreed. Anthony, good question. Thank you, my friend. I'm sure a lot of people have opinions on that. So thank you for that.
Where can people find us, Tom?
Always go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com. That's where you can find everything about the show, all of our episodes, all of our rankings, everything in there, links to all of our friends, guests that we've had on our shows, and of course, the most important link, the link to our #1 Amazon best-selling book, Raise Your Glasses. Links to all of our social media. We're active on every single one of them out there. Believe me, if you're not following us, please start doing that. Tons of stuff going on there. Links to our Patreon, as we mentioned. Please check that out. We love having our Patreon family, and we love to see that grow each and every week. So please continue to do that. Our email address, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. We read your each and every email every week. And if you want to be cool like Anthony, send us a question of the week. Best way to do that is an email, but we'll take them through DMs, social media, whatever, as long as it's directed at us and it's a question. And we always like to remind people that we're a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network of shows.
You can always DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok, motherfucker. Check out our Spotify playlist where you check out our profile, not the podcast. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hall of Famer Daryl Albert is listing a lot of stuff there, so check it out and subscribe. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you go there and do that. And give us one of those 5-star child reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, on our Amazon book, Raise Your Glasses, still selling well. Thank you very much for that. And also, Tom, we always like to end on famous last words. Do you have any?
In the morning when I raise my head, she's beside me. She can hide me. When I'm feeling low.
Just call me a 3-time loser. That's all I'll ever be. Because my baby's such a 2-timer. You know, she's a 2-timing. She's a 2-timing me. Tom, Loudcasters, Kiss Army. 2-timing tards. Thank you.
Guys, you're the best. Thank you for everything. Demo tards. alternate take tards. And Zeus, as always, my friend, thank you.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Hit the music.
What I'd like now is for all you fat, out-of-shape, worldwide kiss-tards to keep the noise down while I show your ladies what a real sexy man looks like.
Listen, all you people out there sitting on rented furniture, settle down. Cut the music.
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo?